What is up, everybody? This is Staying Classy from Integrity Gamer, back with another 2-hour non-stop, locked and ready to rock. Let's Play Live, doing Dishonored. This has got to rank somewhere in my top 10 favorite games of all time, maybe even top 5. This game delivers on so many different fronts, so many different reasons that I like this game. First off, I remember that when this game actually came out, it was back in, I don't know, let me look at the case. Originally it came out in 2012. Comes from Arcane Games. It's it is published by Bethesda. And I was working at GameStop at the time when this game came out, and this was one of the few games I was really, really excited about back then coming out. Its varied approach to any given combat situation, albeit stealth or straight up head-on action with your knife or sword or whatever. And then you have all the supernatural elements and powers you can use above and beyond those two things. So I really liked it. This game does a great job of creating an atmosphere and presenting the player with a world that's very believable and very fleshed out. It's got its own unique style, and you just get imbued in the atmosphere of it. One thing I really like about the art style is that the artist that did this game did one of my favorite games of all time, the art style for that game too, which of course is Half-Life 2. If you've never played Half-Life 2, take your gamer card and light it on fire, because you're not a real gamer until you've played Half-Life 2. Just going to put that out there, and no apologies. He did the art direction and art style for this game, and it looks awesome. I really like it. The story of this game is really good, but where I think this game really shines personally is that it delivered on all of its promises. Spend 5 minutes in a GameStop, and no doubt you'll hear blaring from the TV, the advertisements for the newest games coming out, begging you to pre-order them, and they make a host of different promises. Oh, you'll be able to do this in this game, and do this and do that, and then you finally get the game, and how many times have you been disappointed, right? Talk is cheap. But this is one of the few games that I actually played where I actually felt like, wow, this game delivered on every single promise. And not only did it deliver it on it, it exceeded. I mean, it really knocked it out of the park for me. And I mean, that's a huge reason that I enjoy the game. But more so, the game is just a ton of fun. I'm not usually one for a stealth approach in games. I can appreciate games like Splinter Cell and Thief, and somewhat Deus Ex, but I really prefer a fight. But playing through this game on the PS3 originally the way I did, I went through and played it all, doing all stealth, no kills, just knocking everyone unconscious or choking them out and then hiding the bodies. It was really, really, really enjoyable. Sometimes slightly frustrating. I mean, you're going to go back and you're going to do that reload once you get spotted, but this game I think is very generous with the margin of error that they give you before you are totally found. So that's one thing I really liked about it. And that's my intro for this. Let's get right into Dishonored. Like I said, I did play this back in the PS3. This is one of my favorite games. I said this is going to rank somewhere in my top 10 of all time. It does, but this is definitely in my top 5 PS3 games all time. Really, really like this game. I'm a fan of Razor Fist. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out his channel. It's called The Rageaholic. Not a fan of his juvenile cursing, which I think is kind of the hook for most of his audience, which probably makes up, a lot of young people working in the service industry, or maybe not working at all. But he didn't really take too kindly to this game. For the life of me, I really can't see why. To me, this game is just dynamite. So let's check out who's watching. Aubrey300 sup. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Don't join the scream, just join the stream. Zachary's breaking reviews. What is up? I'm glad you got the notification this time. Awesome to have you. Glad you're aboard for the ride. And with that said, let's get into this game. Dishonored. So this is the definitive edition. I'm playing it on the PS4 Pro in case you're wondering. And as I mentioned, I did play through this completely on the PS3. What's different about the PS4 version? Sadly, absolutely nothing. It's priced at $20 for a reason. It's a direct port. They didn't bother taking advantage of any of the hardware of the PS4 over the PS3. So you're not even looking at a better resolution. It's still at the PS3's 720 resolution that it originally released with. And you are looking at the same exact 30 frames a second frame rate as well. I myself definitely favor a 60 frames a second frame rate. Things look more fluid, and the more, let's face it, the more realistic it looks, the more immersive the experience, and consequently the better experience. I think you would agree. So let's get into it. New game. As I've stated before, I'm kind of past being the masochistic gamer. I used to just play everything on hard and very hard, but now I like a challenge, but I don't like to be frustrated, so we're going to go with normal. Alright. Brightness. Creating a new game will overwrite previous autosaves. I don't even think I have an autosave on this. Absolute Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Be a masochist. That's great advice, sir. Thank you very much. I don't think I have it in me. I think those days are gone. Alright. So, make sure you read all this. Dunwall is the name of this city. It's a city that basically runs on whaling, and consequently uses whale oil for everything. Powering machines, electricity. There we go. And so whaling's a huge thing in this. Kind of a throwback. You have just returned from a journey of several months, visiting the other nations in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. Oh boy. Not talking about the band. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector. And probably in some other ways too, but I think you'll figure that out as we go.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else. And the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace.
Told you. Sounds like
Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
This stream, as the last few streams, brought to you by Smart Water H2O Faux Show.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it.
Cast off line.
Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
Kind of cool. I grew up around the Great Lakes regions in Michigan. You get the Sulaks up north.
Oh, there!
This is kind of cool. You can definitely get their own set of locks here.
Turning on the pipes, and she's rising.
Home at last.
Pressure. And stop! Shut her down.
The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Alright, so we gotta report to the Empress.
It's been good traveling with you, Corvo.
You know what to do next time?
Welcome back, Lord Protector.
There he is. Good
Lord
voyage,
Protector.
sir.
Just gonna do a little run around here.
Fewer ships moving along the river now, with the plague and all.
Yeah, that was like I'm done with it. Alright.
Hello, sir.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion.
Corvo, you're
Hopefully
back.
some ageless face cream is waiting in your bunker.
Wait, tell me about
too,
your
man.
trip,
That
please.
looks like his
Were there
face
any
is about
whales?
to droop off.
Wait, let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
Alright. So
Okay, here we go.
hide and seek.
Woo.
Gonna go take a look at some things.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop
Obviously
moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. Wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
So these guys are going to play huge roles in this game. Anton, Sokolov.
Saw my improvements to the waterlock.
You're gonna have some run-ins with him. This guy as well.
It was a
Overseer
fool's
Campbell.
errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith. High Overseer, I must ask you to hold your pose.
I'm gonna just drink that just because I can. How's it going, everyone? Good to see you and enjoy the stream. I know I will. Well, thank you, Absolute. Reckless Aries. Welcome, sir. Nice to have you aboard for the journey. So this is obviously a little tutorial on the stealth part of the game.
Let's see if you're still good at this.
Doesn't
I'll
last
hide
long.
my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
So press O button to enter stealth mode, and then stay behind cover to break line of sight with enemies and avoid detection. It's been a while since I played this, man. I got this for PS4, and like many other games, it's just sat there. I've never had time to really play it. So
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I used to be
7,
really good at this
8,
game, but
10.
I think those
Here
skills
I
are pretty much long gone at this point.
Okay, well, somewhere else then.
Oh, crap,
Not
I hope she
here.
doesn't come up here.
Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too.
Alright. Oh yeah.
Later, will you give me more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up to the rooftop.
Those textures, though. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? About to see if I can upload these two songs. Good luck on that. YouTube loves music. Speaking of YouTube, boy, they seem to really love small channels this week, don't they? I hear now the requirements for basically getting paid is skipped up a bit. You have to have 4,000 hours of view time in a year and at least 1,000 subs. All because of what Logan or Jake Paul or one of the Paul brothers did, which I'm not buying for a second, by the way. Anyone who actually thinks that YouTube is penalizing hundreds and thousands of small channels because of what one genius did, who's kind of a big thing on YouTube, is just out of their mind. This is all about YouTube not having to pay you guys so they can save money. Plain and simple, just dollars and cents. No mass conspiracy here. It's all about the money. Alright.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
She'll see you at once.
So there's a comment sequence up here that I used to be able to get through without getting touched. I don't think that's gonna happen today.
Have you ever met my niece Callista? She's getting more beautiful every year.
Alright. Yeah, man, just sitting back and looking at this game. It's a cool... I really appreciate the fact that the PS4 has, you know, allows you the ability to take screenshots, because it's a beautiful game to look at. It's not the highest res, and I guess if you get close and you're talking about those textures there, fair enough. I think it looks more water painting-ish, but yeah. In my eyes, this game's still beautiful.
Not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Leave us so I can gush off in front of Corvo while no one's around. We have a secret love affair.
Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
Watch your back, Baldy.
Follow me,
It's a
Captain.
fair wind that brings you home to
should
me.
leave them
What
alone.
news have you brought?
Later, will you show me that Tivian chokehold like you promised? I won't tell Mother.
Alright.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before. Knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes,
So,
don't
the
worry,
city petitioned
darling.
for help.
Mother
The
is
other
fine.
cities surrounding them are going to blockade
Wait,
them.
where are the guards?
See
Who
how
sent
this
them
turns
away?
out.
Mother, look!
So here
What
are
are they
some
doing on
enemies
the
coming.
rooftop?
What? Emily,
Assassins.
come here.
Press R2 to attack with your right hand, or L2 to attack with your left hand if you have a weapon or power equipped. I don't remember how to block, so here we go with this. Oh, there we go. That was convenient. Press and hold R1 to block incoming sword attacks. Perfect timing will put the enemies off balance and open them up to lethal counterattacks. Cool.
Emily, get behind me!
Who wants some? Who wants some?
Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her!
Big Daddy.
Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
That was Dowd, the chief assassin.
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Convenient.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
Obviously a conspiracy. Cool intro, cool title screen. I wonder where those guys were when I fired off that round out of the pistol, 3 minutes earlier. all of a sudden they come when she's bleeding out. 6 months have passed since you were accused by the royal spy master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter, Emily, the royal heir. Now locked away in Coldridge Prison, the time of your execution draws near. That's very delightful, very uplifting. Absolute Gaming, I want to go back to the Dishonored series myself. I'll probably pick it up when the collection is $4. Oh, $40 in the DS store. I missed it last time.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out.
Red hot iron?
Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
And a scapegoat, too.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
Alright, and that pretty much sets up, you know, your motivation and explains the title for the game. You have to ask why.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
You should probably start opening a book soon. Alright, this meal comes from a friend. Corvo. Who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here is the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it at the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers, along with the Ninja Turtles. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell, and good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend. Alright. Absolute Gaming. I'd pick it up for $4 too, yeah. It'd be kind of hard to say no to that. Alright. Now we're gonna go
Seen
stealthy.
anybody with signs of the sickness?
Please, not now.
Problem is, I don't
so
remember
many
how
people
to
are
choke
coming to
people
the
out.
execution tomorrow.
I don't want
It's
to
on
tap
account
this
of
guy.
Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off. Tell Slackjaw in here. He's gotta get me out.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
With a sword in hand, assassinate an unaware enemy by pressing R2, which is what I don't want to do. Okay, R1.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Raph, I've already been spotted.
Get around him!
Not good.
Dump you in the river! Someone help me out!
Down already.
So much for a non-lethal approach.
Whatcha?
Not going well. As I said, it's been a while.
Take it!
Alright.
You made someone a widow, damn you.
Not a good start. We don't even have the cool looking mask yet. If you guys wouldn't mind, someone in the comment section, let me know if you guys can hear the audio good. The last stream, apparently there were some audio problems. Hoping we're not having the same issue this time around.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow.
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his...
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Huh? Help! Just die! Hit him! Get around him!
The perfectionist in me right now is screaming out in pain because I so badly wanted to just do this non-lethal, but whatever. I need to let it go. It just sucks. That's the OCD. That's the OCD kicking in, dude. Alright. Let's get the goodies here.
And approved dignity.
Keyhole here. People are running. They know something's amiss. Alright, I'm gonna let that be.
Think I can't hear you?
Crap. Walkway keys needed. Need to take someone out for it. Oh, there it is.
Attention. The solitary wing is off.
I know you're somewhere around. Assassin!
Must be scheduled in advance. 1 week's
It's
notice.
gonna be a messy one. I say let's just take them all out at this point.
Quiet.
Someone help me out!
We are not concerned about hiding bodies at this point. Man, I feel like a new Jack playing this game. Like it's my first time or something. It's so
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
once we get our powers here shortly, this game is really going to kick into high gear. And this is one of those games, the thing I like about this game too, it's one of those games where it doesn't really stop giving until the end of the game. It paces itself so well, it unravels the powers and the abilities at such a good rate that you always feel like there's something new going on. And it's just
Attention.
fun all
The
the way
solitary
through.
wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer. Escort.
All right. These are cool.
Corvo's unconscious again. though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Absolute Gaming was about to ask if you were going for kills or no. Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't think I've ever played through the game doing the kills, though. My first run through the game was trying to maximize my trophy gain, and I think it was going for no kills at all, and then completely unseen as well. So no one had ever seen me through the game when I was playing it on the PS3. And as you can see, I am a far cry from accomplishing any of that, at least tonight. I mean, it's clear my skills are rusty at this point. That, and as you can tell, as is the case with most games that, you know, use stealth, a lot of it is memorization. When the guards move, where they move to, when your most opportune moment is to strike. So, all right. So now we can move around corners.
Ackworth, you lazy slug. Did you patrol the yard?
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. The report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving.
Alright. I can take some of these out.
Huh?
Nope. It's just not in the cards. Alright, you just put your enemy off balance by blocking with perfect timing. Now press R2 to perform a lethal counterattack.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I didn't know that was going to happen. That head just rolled. It's getting messy. Oh, man. Alright. As I said, I've never ever played through lethal. Always stayed, you know, straight up ninja in the shadows, unseen, and no deaths. So that's a new one. But why stop now? Here we go. I'm just gonna play this fast and loose and hope for the best.
Attention, the solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Help there. If there's anything else for us. Something about that.
Blow off.
That's a lot of fun. Aside from that, it's going pretty good.
Oh, no. Stupid goddamn.
You know, now thinking about it, it'd probably be really, really boring to watch me play this any other way than the lethal way. Basically, be just non-stop reloading my save point. Someone spotted me. Quite a bit of hidden stuff in this game, but like I said, it's been so long since I played it, I doubt I'll be able to remember where any of it is. This is definitely one of those games you start playing and it just takes hold of you and grabs you, and you're basically not going to be playing anything else until you're done with this game.
How many people did he kill on his way out of the prison? I guess if you'll kill the Empress, you don't care about a few guards.
Shut up. Look at this.
Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from Cold Ridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel. Where these tunnels dump out into the river, he will bring you to us. A friend who will meet you soon. Samuel's a really cool character in this game.
Maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
There's a lot of cool characters in this game. And not only that,
he's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
There's actually quite a few notable actors who did voiceover work for this game as well. Yep, people are getting eaten by rats. So there are definitely some traps to look out for here too. And yeah, you've got to look out for the rats. They will come at you. They'll come at you, bro. They'll come at you. Look out for the guns. They'll get you. There you go. Sorry, Damien, I don't really care. Not going to be doing any corpse carrying today. No thanks. I guess I take that back. I guess there will be a small amount of corpse carrying. I had to... I don't know. Too long for me to think that I know anything about this game. Except that I really like it and thought it was awesome when I played it on the PS3. And am quite happy to be playing it on the PS4. Glad it made it over. Num num num. Change up something here. I think the sensitivity on the controls use a little tweaking. Yep, good enough for me.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies into carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you? No.
Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let the rats eat them.
Hopefully I go get eaten by the rats here. 'Cause they'll come at you. Come on, rats. You know where the body is. Swarm over here. There we go. DLC for this game, too, the Game of the Year edition, and of course, all came with the definitive edition of PS4 version as well. Really good, really meaningful. Adds some backstory to the assassin that comes at you.
Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand.
Dowd.
He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
I think one piece of the DLC is like challenge maps, which for me personally, DLC is challenge maps and stuff. Just no thanks. Not really interested. If it furthers the story, I definitely want to do it. And that's definitely the case with this game. It's got some good backstory. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is basically where the traps start coming in. Yep. Do not want to trigger the tripwire. Thought there was a way you could. Maybe I do want to trigger it. I doubt it. Oh. Okay, I remember. You want to pick something up, throw it at it. A bottle or something. Yeah, like this. That was absolute failure. Let's see if we can't duplicate that. There we go. I love the way that the control of this game for a first-person game feels. I mean, as far as like jumping, traversing, the movement, it feels really good. It feels really natural. You rarely ever feel like you have to guess at your jump-off point when you're jumping from ledge to ledge, which is definitely saying something for a first-person shooter. Or a first-person perspective game. This isn't really too high on the shooter side. You do get some pistols and whatnot, but crossbow. So that the 12-year-old in you all just cried out hallelujah for the crossbow. Because I mean, seriously, who didn't want a crossbow at 12? I know I did. Glad I didn't have one. I can't imagine what would have happened if I had a crossbow at 12. Not a good parenting choice. Alright, greetings Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you, take these weapons crafted for you, blah blah blah. Okay. Nice elaborate trunk that opens. Here we go, here's that iconic moment in Dishonored. I spoke too soon. I thought this is when we were getting our mask. Oops. Alright. Oh! jelly. Okay. Oh, I remember this. So the combination for this safe is somewhere. You do definitely want to open it, but it takes too long to find it. Just the whole exotic animal. What up? What up, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Good to see you. Pleasure to have you. Back gaming. All right, you switched your name. I'm like, who is this dude? Who's that? How you been, brother? Hope all is well with you. Let's see. There's some notes here, I think. Mission clues. Oh, look to your whiskey. Whiskey. Got it. Alright, so we've got to find some whiskey around here. Yep. So the answer is basically staring at the face, but I'm just to see it. That's cool. I'm guessing 311. Let's give it a try. No, sir. Oh. 451. I saw it. Okay. It's a little dark there. Should probably turn up the gamma a little bit. There we go. Get the goodies. Get the goodies. There's going to be plenty of those to unlock in this game. Alright, so here.
Won't get past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Try to make a lot of noise when you die. That's helpful. Alright. Drop on an enemy from above. And this is one of the coolest moves in this game, this drop assassination move. It's sweet. Hopefully I can pull it off and you can see how sweet it is, but don't put the pressure on me. Just before landing on him to performance. Okay, here we go.
Smells like it.
We got it. Goody. We're gonna eat some rats. In your face, Andrew Zimmern from Bizarre Foods. Who's eating gross stuff now?
He's not getting out this way on my watch.
It's Corvo. Not only am I a world traveler and eater of disgusting things, I'm also a sweet assassin. So, in your face.
Get around! Take out his leg!
Okay, I took some shots. And then I think I'll use your stewed rat. Coins. And my arrows back. So this was the stealth approach. You'd have to get up here on the pipe to get across without being seen, but we've retired that. That's not happening this game. You could also use the water there for cover. It will sometimes spot you though.
Attention, Dunwall. The assassin the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Several brave officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
Yes, I'm doing some dumpster diving. Virtual dumpster diving. There it is.
Over here. Quickly. I'm Samuel. And I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Fat gaming. And leaving right. I just wanted to stop it. And that's my favorite game. Wow, cool.
Look around if you need. I'll be here. Just don't take too long. Isn't it a bit cold for a bath?
Alright, we're ready.
Get in! We've got a hot meal and a warm bed waiting for you.
Voila. So there you go. At the end of every mission, you got your stats. And boy, do I like to see hostiles killed 0, civilians killed 0, alarms rung 0, dead or unconscious bodies found 0. Obviously, I have failed. So we put up a body count. Overall chaos high. Yeah. Didn't kill anyone check mark and didn't get the ghost. Open jelly safe. I did do that. Wow, I found just over half the coins. That's crazy. We're not going to do a mission replay. We're just going right for it. In it to win it. And here we go. Time to get some more smart water. H2O for show. It's my newest smart water slogan. Tango appeal to a certain demographic. That could work.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing.
Spending a lot of time in this area.
Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. I'll take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
So this is where the game is really going to start to open up here. I'm going to go meet with the Loyalists. An eccentric scientist who creates and crafts weapons for you to purchase and upgrades for said weapons and equipment.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. You found our man. Even after 6 months and...
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry. You must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
So yes. Piero's the scientist.
Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
We make some good stuff, as you'll soon see. I think there's some coins or something, excuse me, laying around the bar that I usually like to pick up here.
Stay alert and stay loyal.
Gonna eat that apricot tart. Boom.
Good to have you.
Daniel Hatch. Here we are. And I think this is where we get our cool map. Excuse me. Cool moment here.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful.
Earlier, everything in this city, you know, it all revolves around
when it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Any other goodies for us? I think there are. Oh yeah, Star Chart. Device, device.
Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time and then observe them for years if need be to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Yeah. What you would need to do something like that.
Perfect. Now plug it in. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see?
Here we go.
The assassin's mask.
Coming.
You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise.
That screenshot worthy moment.
Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Take a look at what he's got for us. Upgrades. You know, these are... okay. Bone charm capacity, we definitely want that. That's important. Mask optics, yes, please.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Alright, so we're gonna do a little jaunt around Hotel Paradise here. Knew we had some points to find.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district.
You've met Piero. Good. You'll want to get some rest now. You'll be needed soon. Lord Pendleton's servant, Wallace, awaits you upstairs. He can show you to your chambers. Sleep well.
Alright, there is some stuff down here, if I'm not mistaken. Money. Cash money, dollar bills, y'all. Alright, gonna check out our quarters.
Is the man dangerous?
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Hello, it's me, the dangerous one.
The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out. If I understand it right. Admiral Havelock made it very clear that we aren't to carry lamps outside.
Alright, no lamp carrying policy for outside. We'll take note of that. Alright, now let's ransack this room. Might be able to get some more upgrades. Pendleton, this guy's a total uppity, non-likable character, let's just say that.
Pleased to meet you, Master Corvo. I saw you at court in happier days, but you might not remember. I was once a close ally to the Lord Regent, Hiram Burroughs, back when he was just the spy master. He's
Wallace,
one manipulative bastard.
please breathe 2 bottles of Dunwall Red, never mind which, and fetch a clean glass. Well, I'll begin again tomorrow.
There's something distinguished about you, Corvo. Was there nobility back in your family line? I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably been some noble blood on my blade.
Log entry 1-4. It seems we have moved to a new phase. Martin's improvisations have borne fruit. The former bodyguard has been freed and is en route to the staging location. The Pendleton's voting block and my military connections. All we've lacked is the ability to project lethal force in a controlled manner against a previously inaccessible... to the point, we need a man who can kill the bastards for us. Corvo is more than capable of that, I have no doubt. N-bomb.
Yep.
This off. Switch. Switch, where the hell is it?
Is this off? Where's the switch? Alright. Let me get the goodies here. more dollars. Got the book. And there's these kind of collectibles that kind of strewn about the levels, and then you're gonna meet back at this hotel, this building after every mission, and then there'll be new stuff in these characters' rooms that you want to check
Lady
out.
Emily Caldwell was
Especially if you're in
abducted
the,
6 months ago during her mother's
that
terrible
OCD
murder.
gamer that
Anyone with information leading to the location or return of the daughter of our beloved late Empress is required to speak to the City Watch.
Thank you for joining the stream, sir. Hope you enjoy. Please like the video. And I need your validation. Please like.
Hi. You must be Corvo. I am Lydia, at your service. Your room is upstairs and ready. When they told me who it was, well, I thought you'd be old. Like the Admiral.
Oh. That's what you get for thinking, maybe. Usually when I play through this, I would want to look at all this stuff, but having played through it, as I said earlier, on the PS3, just want to get to the action now.
Attention all citizens. Curfew extends from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
Yes. I can smell that going. I can smell it. Powers going, eventually you'll be able to enter into this place. Kind of awesome now,
though. Attention, citizens of Dunwall. The Old Port District has been added to the evacuation list. The Weeper count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances...
So the Weepers, if I'm not mistaken, are people that are infected by the rat plague, and they're basically the zombie of this game. Man, I hope that we get away from that trend soon. Zombies is so played out at this point. It was cool, it had its cultural... hipster moment, you know, I'm not gonna crap on it too much. I thought it was cool for a while, but now it's like, it's way past its expiration date, in my opinion. Zombie thing basically needs to just be taken out back and shot in the back of the head. Call it good. Alright, here we go. Oh, where's the old man? He's upstairs now. Yep.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Why don't you just tell me what you can give me for free? That would be cool. We're definitely going for that second bone charm capacity. That is something you definitely want to upgrade right off the bat in this game. Especially if you like to use a bunch of the powers that'll soon become available to you. Definitely gonna want that.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Okay. I just want to go to sleep now. Do that. Alright, we'll get some rest.
River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact. Violators will be taken to the flooded district for treatment and rehabilitation.
Please follow me to your quarters.
That was convenient. Excuse me. All right.
This is your room. It was chosen to give you privacy. I understand you'll need your rest.
Yeah.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Yeah, and then they will never be heard from again. Alright. So here you'll go rest. You're gonna have a crazy dream. Get some bone charms. You're gonna get some powers. It's gonna be a good time. Bedtime. Well, we're about halfway through the stream. If you like what you're seeing, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And tell you guys about some of the channel updates at the end of this stream. Some things that are happening you can look forward to in the future, very near future. But let's get back into this.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Alright. Slightly pretentious. Alright, now we have the blink ability. This is where the game really starts to get awesome. Kind of teleport from one place to the other. You can use it while you're jumping too, and then I think you can actually extend its range, which really helps. Apparently you cannot save her. Alright. Oops. Your magic power runs on the blue line. Tall boy. These guys that walk on stilts. And what you can do is you can teleport above them and then do the drop down assassination move, which is awesome. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna be able to get on top of the guy, but you can't really do anything with these guys.
Days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden.
Oh boy.
Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Alright, so basically it's... gonna let you know if you have runes or stuff to pick up in the vicinity, and it actually does tell you some stuff too. You get to target a person, hit L2. Give you some backstory and stuff.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
So it'll beat faster the closer you get, obviously. What is up, everybody? Please like the video if you haven't already. Feel free and comment. Play some Dishonored.
All of time's meaning is here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
No, it's probably not on your end, sir, and I appreciate the heads up on that. I didn't really get time to do a audio test, which I usually like to, but been too busy. So let's turn this down. Global volume. I'm gonna say 60. You let me know what you think, Zach, but I think this will be good. Check. Should probably be able to hear me pretty good now. Alright, so it isn't happening. I think I may have missed something, but oh well. Onward we go. Way better. Good to hear. Good to hear. You definitely want to collect all the rooms. You want as many bone charms as possible, and that's going to open up just a plethora of ways that you can take apart your enemy, whether it be through stealth or tactical or just straight on visceral combat. This is where the game really opens up and gets awesome. Alright. Acquire the dark vision. I think that's the only thing it'll let you acquire at the moment. Yes. L2 to see in the dark and reveal living things through solid walls. Okay. You can already see how useful that'll be right off the bat. You can watch a tutorial on it. We're good. And you can upgrade this power too.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Emo Kid will be watching with great interest. That's a little creepy. Alright, so back to the Hound Pit. Yippee skippy. About a half hour left in tonight's stream. The dream was real, man. The mark's still there. Oh, mind blown. Not really, but you get where I'm going. Yeah, we are going to get bone charms. It's going out of style. You definitely want to get all the stuff that you can. Alright, there's some more stuff. Yep. Dowd. So he's the assassin that kills the Empress, takes little Emily away. He's basically the guy we're gunning for at this point. But before we hit him, which is going to happen right towards about the 3/4 of the way through the game, we got some more targets to take out. So let's see where we can spend all of our cool bone charms real quick. Just want to make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Alright, I think we're good. So, bone charms. Oh yes. Void channel. Powers effects. No. Drop assassination gives you a bit of health. Nope. Enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. No. 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 White rats won't attack you. I don't really care about that one. I might have to open... I think there's some more powers that you can find too. Something that I'd be interested in having is like silent running. I mean, that's always a win when you're playing a stealth game. So, I'm thinking pretty much we're just going to hold on to this stuff. Powers effects slightly improved. Well, that wouldn't be bad. There we go. Well, let's see what we got. Can't upgrade Blink yet. Once we can, though, we definitely should. Let's give you a little tour of the powers here. Dark vision. Obviously, you can see through walls and whatnot. It's pretty cool. I've actually never used it because I only did the run I originally did on the game only allows you to use Blink in level 1 of Blink just to get that trophy, so I was kind of hobbled on that. So I will be using it here. Possession, this is pretty cool. You can take control of animals and whatnot, humans, after you level it up. Bend time, slows time, completely stops time at level 2. That is very cool. Devouring Swarm, you can basically control rats and they'll eat people. Wind Blast. I think what we're really referring to there is Force Push. Vitality, health regeneration, that'll come in handy. Bloodthirsty. Build up adrenaline, then trigger brutal melee fatalities. That would be cool to see. Agility, jump height is increased. That would be nice. Shadow Kill. Unaware enemies who don't see you turn to ash as they die. All enemies turn to ash as they die. So that's going to help if you don't want bodies being found, but not really if you're trying to do a silent playthrough. Was my original intention for tonight, but that's failed miserably. Let's get a good view of the city here. That is pretty nice to look at. Looks very water painting-esque, if I may say. Like the sunrise. Nice vista. And this is just another reason why every PS4 game, in my humble opinion, needs a photo mode. That should just be obligatory. Mandatory. For every game that comes out. Photo mode. I mean, why not? I mean, people share those photos over Twitter, over Facebook. It's just free press and promotion for your game. Why wouldn't you want that?
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Alright. So there is a trophy for listening to all those audiographs in the game. Not really in it for the trophies this time around. Not so much. Oops. Alright, so now they're going to be planning your first mission, I believe.
Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it? That pile of wood out there?
I'm going to take a look around the bar. See if there's anything new for us to pick up.
Attention, citizens of Dunwall.
Alright, just slightly richer than we were before.
The Weaver count for the month of siege has increased. The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances...
Fine, don't talk to me, Lydia.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
It was probably better than staying with you. Ooh. Anyway, see if there's any new stuff here.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although Father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
This guy is so self-important, as you can tell.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you.
Good
By your
day,
bearing,
Master
I would say
Corvo.
so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Saccone chambermaid to wife.
No one cares, buddy. Stop talking to me.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coldridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
All right. What will we do with the drunken whaler? There you go. Sing that when you're at sea next time, kids. Alright, where is our mission? It's right there with Admiral Havelock. Let's get to it. I think this mission will probably end up taking up the rest of the remaining time in the 2-hour stream, so I want to get through this so you guys can check this out. It gets quite good.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary.
Yeah.
Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Alright, well, we'll try to recover that guy if we can. No promises, though. Not the way I've been playing this game. So, one thing I'd like to mention is at the end of every mission, as you can see after the first mission I did, you have your results, and then by the way you acted on the mission, depending on how many guys you killed, you know, you get a chaos rating. And if your chaos rating is high, it's going to give you a completely different outcome at the end of the game. So there are like, I think like 3 different endings to the game. There's a high chaos rating, low, and then I think something depends on whether you kill the end guy or not. It's been a little while, as I've said before, since I played it, but that definitely does affect what happens in the game. So that's generally why I like to play with a low chaos rating.
Does the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion?
Alright, that's just like 4th grade philosophy, isn't it?
What does that mean?
What can I do for you?
Alright, let's see if we can buy some more stuff from this guy before we go on our mission. Oh, we can buy a rune. I think we should do that. And we should... Alright. Can't buy any more bone charms, so let's take a look at our upgrades before we head out. Now we have more power action. We can get vitality. I guess that's the only thing we can get. Yeah, everything costs too much. I think we're gonna hold off on getting an upgrade.
It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am.
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock.
Yeah, we've noticed.
I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right?
No promises.
Before you had your current profession.
Honestly.
Before you became an assassin.
It'll take you probably a couple tries to kind of figure out how you got to go about approaching the mission to be able to hit all these different objectives. Now, of course, once you do it, it feels great. You're like, yes.
When you want to set out,
But the 50
give the
times
word.
you're trying attempting it, you're like, oh man.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
All right, let's do it. There it is, the cool mask. So you'll meet Granny Rags in this mission. She's kind of a trip, kind of a straight weirdo.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts.
Granny Rags.
Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Kind of a really enigmatic character in the game. You kind of see her in one perspective and one light. You meet her and you have the first few interactions with her, but then after that there'll come a time where
If you decide to go up Clavering, don't let the guards spot you.
You kind of get to decide her fate at one point in the game. And when that time comes, you're kind of like...
Go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
You're kind of on the fence about what you should do with her. Alright, so we're just going to do a straight...
Good. Keep them coming.
Get her done playthrough, so to speak.
Hey! What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Please,
John
I'm a bit
Clavering
shaken right now.
Boulevard has been designated
I saw some
a
terrible things
restricted
today.
travel area. Any citizens are liable
I can't
to
believe the
search
way
or
people act in the middle of a terrible
at the discretion
situation
of
like
the
this.
City Watch.
Yeah, it's real reprehensible. I gotta get back to my killing. Alright, I think I need to go this way if I remember correctly. Let's see,
Attention, Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell
here's a real
for
cool
the generous
moment in
loan
this game right
of
here.
their services.
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you
This
can't
character is actually
because
voiced by
you're
Susan Sarandon. Kind of crazy.
Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Just slightly eccentric. Alright. Meter key. If there's any other goodies here. I know there's a bone charm right through here, so let's talk to her. We get our stuff,
Garbage.
and then we're
Garbage,
gonna go ham
garbage,
on some
garbage,
people.
All. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? my eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? Oh, the dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here.
It's total wacko.
Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Oh, we will. But not before we go get the bone charm.
Let us in, Granny.
Oh, that is the front door. Oops. Alright, can we get through here? Yes. Goody.
I told you the knives go on.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Alrighty. So now that we've got two, let's see if we can get something cool. Well, we can bend time. That is pretty cool. Agility. Yes, that would be nice. Shadow kill. I think that would be most helpful at the moment. So Dark Vision 2, it is.
If I was a birdie, I'd want that. Yes, I would.
Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rules.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
We're gonna take these guys out in a fun way. Let's make this interesting.
Who's me? Ah, come on! Let's get this guy! Watch!
Done deal there. That didn't take long. Let's go see if Granny's got anything cool for us.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. I think the little birdies are sad today. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst of the lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard. Or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
Such a weirdo. This lady is so bizarre.
But they're shy.
Alright.
You'll have to go or they won't come.
Clavering Boulevard. So now that we have Blink, this city really starts to open up for us. Let me see. I want to make that there. Now we can hit rooftops, and now it gets really cool. Right? What a creeper. She's so bizarre. I thought that the first time I played the game too. I was like, what? The rewire tool, you can rewire traps so they go off on enemies. I don't know. Never really in the mood for that. Tell you what I am in the mood for is some supernatural takedowns. I think the first time I played this through, I read like every single journal, all that stuff. Now it's like, just give me the good stuff, let's go.
What the? Somebody, give me a hand.
Nighty night. So we're gonna let this guy out.
I'm trapped.
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me. Huh?
Goods and go. Much else for us to do over here in the meantime.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
Alright, let's see what he's got. Okay, cool. Now we get some blueprints, which definitely help out. And I have more than enough coin. Let's do this. once we upgrade the blink ability, we will actually be able to go quite farther. Like, you'd be able to get up there easy. But then, kind of grounded. Over to Galvani's office. I used to know the route through here. You'd want to get up on this ledge over here, but there we go.
No, stupid goddamn.
Please, not now.
And voila, we're in. I think this mission takes a bit longer than what I remember it taking. There's just so much to do. There's so many collectibles and stuff to find in a single mission. It's definitely one of those games that I remember going through as I was getting stuff, doing the save, and then, that way I could, reload the save so I wasn't totally out of luck. But I've done none of that tonight. I've just been running on auto saves. I'm really doing pretty decently too. Can't really complain. I think I've died all at once. I'm gonna be taking that.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. You're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
All right.
He wants to get busy with her, I think. Oh boy.
Friends are ignorant. The doctor is a brilliant man.
He hasn't even washed his hands after messing with rat guts. Like, yeah, no. No thanks. We're gonna pass on that. I don't remember what the combination is for that, but I know it's here somewhere. I'm not gonna really bother with it though.
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it. What?
What is it?
Uh-oh, they know I'm here. Oh well.
Someone help me up!
Now we gotta take her out because she's gonna alarm everybody else. Where'd she go? Alright, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do for you. I'm just gonna put you in a rear naked choke and call it a day. You're welcome. See if I can loot anything off of her. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. So we're looking for some gross stuff that we can contaminate Bottle Street gangs with. have a distillery. I think of elixirs or something. Yeah, I don't see a way. You can possess a rat if you have possession and get in there, but yeah. There we go. It might actually be over here as well. Look around. Yep.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the closeness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
No, I think this is actually what we need. It sucks because you can't really blink or anything from spot to spot with this. Not okay. Rat viscera. That's what it is. And it's right next to us. I just. Oh, okay. This thing moves. I just don't remember how. It's a book or something. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Voila. That's what we like. Alright, so let's go infect that distillery, shall we? Now. No way. I just died from a fall. Oh no. You've got to be kidding. Alright. I'm infecting that distillery before we end this stream. That's happening. I can't believe that happened. I thought I would just kind of jump down the stairwell onto some other stairs, but we went all the way down. Gentleman callers. Alright, let's take a look at the objectives. I think we're good to go. We got what we need, so. What was that? Alright, here's what we're not going to do this time. Jump all the way down here and kill ourselves. Real important collectibles within the house here.
I can feel a great age ending.
Oh, it would be cool though.
What's that?
Crossbow a few dudes.
something?
Get some loot. Or not. Oh, they're all broke. That was a waste. Corvo's now officially got an eating disorder. Come on, Corvo, you can't eat the pain away. Time doing that. Alright. I don't even want to know what that's about. Oh man, I think those rats are eating the... Yeah, they are. They're eating up the bottom. Rats. Nature's garbage disposal. Alright, we got some more bolts. Slackjaw. We're about to go take him out. Let's do it. Usually I've got more to say during the streams, but man, I don't know. Feeling kind of uninspired tonight. Apologize. Usually I'm cracking wise and being the funny guy, but I don't know if it's the weather or what. And here we go. Shouldn't be too much longer now. It's a really short trek to the distillery. Once you're in, it's pretty much, it's a wrap, really.
shadows in front of us.
Down? Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
This is one odd bird. Rat shit. You got lucky.
Alright, so
When
there's
you're
some
this
dude that's got a key,
you
I
don't
think, to
need
the door over here.
Face like a hagfish. Pay up. Don't be sour.
You know what, let's just do this.
Come on, let's get this guy! Cut this bastard up with a hagfish! Get a shake in his eye!
Oh man, this is not going well.
No one.
Ugh, I don't know what to say. I actually tried to blink out of there, but couldn't do it. Guess I'm not gonna go in guns blazing this time. Oh man. Alright. Take a much more measured approach.
Word is, he's like a phantom. An army of shadows.
Down? Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
Rat shit. You got lucky. When you're this handsome, you don't need luck. Face like a hagfish. Pay up. Don't be sour.
Find out who's got
Say,
here.
when's Slackjaw coming down? Not till the next batch of elixirs done. He'll want to check on things. Then you better get all your shit together, huh? Yeah, nice. I run the still like I run a game of dance. Yeah.
Although I've said a few things about the game tonight that really haven't panned out. Still a team needed. Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't know what that is. Linking through. Finding something about this. Time to play a little jazz, do a little improv here.
So he goes, not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, but one of the other places, where they train the Overseers to be real religious. Crazy. He just wants to know. You know what? Going in at it with his soul. Brimsley just. So he goes from room to room.
Get the goods and get out. Let's poison this stuff. I never use any of these, the spring traps. I mean, I know they're super lethal, but I don't know. Not really my play style. Using traps and whatnot. No sliding under there. Thought I'd try. Leader.
Okay, I got one for you. Well, give it. Okay, here goes. The nobleman laid with the scullery maid, so loudly they made quite a riot. The nobleman's wife took the butchering knife and carved herself some peace and quiet.
Oh, I get it. The wife's done cut them both.
Yeah, that's the gist.
Now it's your turn.
Oh, let me think. Okay. Yeah, I got one. Ready?
I'm listening.
You kind of want to hear the joke
Once
now.
was a sailor from Morley who fancied a woman most sorely. He gave her his cash, she gave him a ration, and that's all. There isn't no Morley.
You win.
Oh, I know 100.
That was a joke told so poorly. Rimshot. To do this. Alright, we've got to get here. I just gotta know where this dude is.
Hey, blow off, chopper.
I'm gonna leave him. Alright, now we're really close to the distillery where they're making it all. And where we're gonna poison it. Contaminate it. I've never actually done this task during this game. I always just do whatever stealthy and unseen and call it a day. So here it is. Let's get the goodies before we mess this up. Oh yeah, we're gonna infect it. Oh yeah. Nothing for me. Yeah, we did remember that trap over here. Easily avoidable. Now that you got Blink, I mean, it makes traversing so much easier. Alright, we'll go collect our reward, hopefully alive.
Someone's message. Must have been rats.
I don't know why I feel tempted to just take everyone in this yard out, but I'm not gonna do it. I know I'll get owned.
Got anything to smoke or eat? Heard something.
Alright, we'll go visit Granny Rags and then we will wrap this stream up. I'll go over some of the updates of what's going on with the channel with you at the end here. Do a little recap. Call it a night. Too bad we couldn't upgrade Blink. I really should have did that, I think. I don't think I ever had 3 though. I think I only had 2. Yeah.
That will never wash. Never, never, never.
Alright, weirdo, where are you?
I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
Is it the Optimus Prime I always wanted for Christmas as a child? Probably not. Three out of 7 runes found. Do we have it now? No. We have 2.
Never washed. Never, never, never.
Let me see if I can't kill Campbell really, really quick for you.
Attention, Watchmen. This district is now considered a highly infected area. Residents are to be escorted to adjacent neighborhoods or delivered for immediate deportation to the front.
Remain in position
Until qualified personnel
completed the removal of infected bodies.
Get around him!
And now we're gonna even have a chance. I don't even know why they're bothering.
Let's find the little shit.
I'd be able to get up there. And here we are. I think that's pretty much home base for this dude. I don't know if this. I don't remember how far in this level goes. How much more? Yeah, Overseer Martin's 43 meters away. Let's see if I can do it. This is actually pretty close to where he is. I think.
Hello. I hear the second day
Something strange.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the Void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. I have poor circulation and I seem to have forgotten my mittens, so... Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here.
Cool. I think there's a way that
my own
you
way
can.
back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see
You can turn it
Samuel
around so that Campbell drinks the poison himself.
behind the office of
It's
the
quite
High
clever.
Overseer.
And then Kernow doesn't. He
May all the
lives.
spirits
And then
guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the
you
floor.
kind of save his life. It's quite cool. And it's been a while. I know there's some alternate routes through this level. At the moment. Well, this looks like one.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It
Yeah.
sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence.
But I did spy
The face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him.
Begging. What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an... or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be castrated. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
These guys are tougher.
I will, brother.
They're kind of more equipped like you. They got skills and whatnot.
Should we gather for whiskey and
really
cigars
wanna have
tonight? Indeed, I believe.
You don't have to. Unless you're feeling adventurous. Okay, this is where I want to get to. So, there are a bunch of entrances into this building, a bunch of different ways you can go about it, and that's one of the things I really appreciate about this game, is that instead of just giving you a super linear approach, I mean, it is a linear objective. You can choose to, so you play your pathways. There are many pathways for your missions. Front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. And that's really what makes this game so cool. You can go about this a bunch of different ways. It's not just, restricted to one. So here I can get in. This is the way I usually do it.
Did you get caught in the lockdown last night?
6 hours. Searched the place top to bottom. And nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find anything.
Did I ever tell you? One time,
The second floor shutters got stuck open.
and I thought I could slip out.
I couldn't find a way down.
By the time I got back, it had snapped
Shut. I spent the rest of lockdown
out on a ledge. Maybe the outsider was watching.
You don't really want to... I mean, you could go high chaos, run on this part of the game, but you really don't want to. Unless you're just decked right out and ready to go rock. These guys will take you down quick. Alright, a lot of that stuff I don't need. We just need to get to the meeting chambers, which is just up ahead, and we can do something with the poison. If I remember correctly. Let me pull the all save game trick here, so if it doesn't work out, we can do a quick reload, but...
I trust your trip was uneventful. I hear the Watch is having trouble holding the side streets.
Bunch of children playing games, that's all it is.
Good, good. And your niece, Callista, isn't it? I'm very concerned.
Alright, so we want to switch the poison to Campbell's side. This is cool. You could you could poison both of the people, spill the glasses, you could walk away. We're going to switch the poison to Campbell's side. And then we are going to blink up high.
My men are searching district.
And we're going to watch it happen, and it's quite cool.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found a safe place to hold up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you.
They're going to be in the room quite shortly. This is really cool how this unfolds.
I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass all the quicker. One of the servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
Now, to business. What would you say happened last night?
To be honest, I'm not even sure. My men, your overseers, a few whores, maybe a little too much ale. One harmless prank with a runaway chicken, and 10 minutes later, Trevor's Alley is a sea of blood and teeth.
I almost wish I'd been there.
Take it easy there, old son.
I'm all right, Colonel. Went down the wrong way. Now about these overseers.
Was just as guilty as my own men, if not more.
But my overseers have a name to protect. I can't allow you to... Oh no. This can't be happening. Who's done this?
What on earth are you talking about?
No time, no time. Listen carefully. You must instruct the Lord Regent to burn the Black Book. Understand?
Yeah, define poetic justice, right?
Black Book? What do you mean?
Tell him. Warn them. And then die of plague, you useless incompetent. I never liked you.
What the... Campbell? He's dead. Guards! Guards, get in here!
By the prophecies, what have you done?
He's been poisoned. There was a younger of your order in here before. An initiate, perhaps. Detained.
Alright, so I think it's pretty much just head back to, let's see. Optional, we did spare him. Oh, ensures his visit to the office of the High Overseer. We did that. Take the blackmail journal from the High Okay, we needed that. So, I guess we do need that journal. I'm not even sure if it's in this room, to be quite honest.
You've forgotten where you are, Captain. You've no power here.
You'll regret this.
Clear the line! Worms! Dump! Guards! We'll have to fight our way out.
You're fish bait now.
Move it along!
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Assassin, help! Fire! Get around him! Come on! Take it! Take out his legs! There you are. Just disappeared. Get behind him. Need more men. Flank it!
Attention! This...
As you can see, time is slowed down here. It's kind of cool.
Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Mission accomplished. Gotta find a journal or something. I don't remember. This is... Wow, man. This mission has way more to it than what I remember. Off with his head. That's one way to go.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
There we go. Now we can get back.
I know you're here somewhere, Scott.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
I gotta say, it's pretty fun. So accustomed to the stealth ninja, no one sees you, you never kill anyone, plays it up. It's definitely a discipline in this game, and I would say it makes the game even more fun, but that was pretty sweet, just going all out like that. I've never done that and survived. Alright, so we'll get to the end here, and we'll call it. I'll go over some updates of what's going on with Integrity Gamer channel. Got some really, really cool things coming up here, so stay tuned for that here.
Rat! Damn you!
There we go. we got her done.
Please, she's my sister. She's not a witch. I know her.
Out of the way. You expect preferential treatment just because you are her brother? You appeared as if from nowhere.
We would both be dead if not for you.
We are forever in your debt. I cannot thank you enough.
I must get my sister to safety. But first, I may know of a way to thank you. There's a safe in the bunkhouse. The combination is 203. Take what you want, and good luck.
Yeah, I'll pass. Let's just get to the boat. Maybe that guy had the key. Chances are he probably did. There we go.
Is that you? Hey, Corvo. It's Samuel. From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go? Okay, let's go.
I think there's an argument to be made for that and against that. Look at King David and King Solomon. Definitely men of the faith that weren't lacking in anything. Alright, so there you go. Your mission over stat screen. I killed 36 dudes. That's crazy. Overall chaos, really high. Yeah. Got a lot of special actions done though. We saved Martin. We saved Kurnow. I mean, we got a lot done. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I thought I was going to come in and it was just going to be straight up foobarred. Like, everyone dies, I die, no one gets saved. But that actually turned out a lot better than what I had figured it would. So, updates with the Integrity Gamer YouTube channel. First off, as of last month, integritygamer.com, no longer a thing. I just don't have time to keep it up. I really loved writing for it. I made a complete backup of the site, so maybe one day it'll come up in some form or another, but that's gone. Yeah, I just don't have time. Way too many things go on in life right now for me to keep up on the integritygamer.com website, but it was fun. I really enjoy writing, and I thought I did a really good job. I thought Mike and Josh did a great job too, which would be Immortal in Christ and SRAM. Today, I've been talking about it for, I want to say like the last 2 months or so, at least the last 3 streams. I've mentioned it, every stream about finally ordering a new laptop. Today, that actually did happen. I went to Dell's website. I ordered, dude, you're getting a Dell, and I'm getting a Dell. I ordered the Inspiron 15-inch. It's a Series 17. It's the newest one. It's an Inspiron gaming one. It's got a GeForce, what is it? The 1060 in it. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, 6 gig of GDDR RAM just dedicated for the GPU. So that should be great for video editing. It's got a ton of sweet specs. i7 quad core, backlit keyboard, which I've desperately wanted in a laptop, and solid state hard drive. I mean, this thing is decked out. I got the most expensive one you could. So that's going to be here this coming Friday, and so that opens up a couple things. One thing that opens up is the Integrity Gamer Weekly Wrap-Up, which we used to do a year ago, which is where me and Immortal in Christ and SRAM would get together. We'd go into a party chat. We would have already discussed all the stories during the week that we covered, and we would recap all of gaming's most important and noteworthy news, and just give our opinions on what was going on in the gaming world. So that will probably be coming back, and in a much better way. Before, what we would do is you just be staring at me doing some gameplay. SRAM and I and Immortal, and sometimes Sylpha Dragoon would be talking, going over talking points and stories. Now I think I want it to be a little bit more sophisticated. I'd like to have it Skype called in stream, so I could have something going on in the background, but I could have a place for each of their faces. We could all Skype call. People could see, what everyone looks like and get in on the conversation, so to speak. And I've just got some cool ideas and a real vision for how I want that to work. And in my mind, if it turns out the way that I've envisioned it, it's going to be quite cool. The other thing that this opens up, and this is something I'm equally pleased about, is this opens up the ability for me to stream older games from older consoles. I've already got the Elgato HD60S, so now I finally got a laptop powerful enough, and more than powerful enough, that exceeds system requirements in order to do the live capture and stream it at the best quality possible. So I'm really excited about that. Ideas I have for that right off the bat, I can tell you, I just purchased a GameCube recently. I know it's old, but so am I, and there's a lot of great games on the GameCube. So I was thinking about going back and doing a series of Let's Plays where I'm playing through what I think are the top 10 favorite GameCube games, top 10 favorite PS3 games, and maybe top 10 most overlooked hidden gem sort of list for my PS3, because there's a lot of great games on the PS3 that I still wish they'd bring over to PS4. Aside from that as well, I've got a Wii U, and that means, of course, that it plays Wii games. I can go over top 10 on Wii games. I can go over old school Super Nintendo games because I've got those on the Virtual Console. So this really opens up a way greater scope for me, an Integrity Gamer, instead of it just being PS4, which, don't get me wrong, I really like the PS4. It's great. PS4 Pro is an awesome console. It's really good. And I especially love, and here's another thing, this is another thing it opens up, is now for the ability for me to be able to do live streams, and you be able to see me at the same time of the PlayStation VR, which I got last December. So that's really exciting too. I've got a green screen coming that's going to be big enough for that. Much bigger than the one behind me right now, because the one behind me is kind of oval shaped, and it's just not going to be big enough for doing PSVR. But I've got the other one coming. It's going to be huge. and then I can start streaming PSVR games, so, you know, you can see what I see, and then you can see how stupid I look playing PSVR, which, you know, I've I've watched other people play PSVR, and there's no way of hiding how dumb you look playing the PSVR. You have this huge thing on your head, and, you know, you're playing with sticks with lighted balls on the end, waving your hands in the air. You basically look like, you know, you basically look like that kid who they've just memed to death on YouTube and the internet, doing the whole Star Wars, the Star Wars thing where he comes in that room. He's kind of a heavier set kid. He comes in the room with like the broom handle, and he starts waving it around and moving it like it's a lightsaber. Maybe more like Darth Maul's lightsaber, and it's absolutely hilarious. I still laugh at it to this day. Apparently, excuse me, getting tired. Apparently, that actually like really bothered the kid and kind of ruined his childhood. Whatever, man. I say if people are laughing, you should, you know, even if it's at you, you should be able to take a step back and appreciate it what it is. You know, not everyone looks cool 150% of the time in life. You got to be able to take a step back and laugh at yourself too. And I think if he had just embraced that, maybe he could have like parodied himself and done other crazy things and become, you know, some real huge internet personality or legend. Not that I would say that that's what you should aspire to in life, but who knows what could have been. Anyway, so PSVR on the horizon, PS3 Let's Plays, Wii U, Nintendo and Super Nintendo Let's Plays, and GameCube Let's Plays. So this opens up a much wider scope than what you've seen thus far, which has just been PS4 Let's Plays. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm already compiling lists of games for each of those consoles that I would want to do playthroughs for. And it definitely opens up more possibilities for just making videos that are not live streamed, which is primarily all we've done on this channel. Not a channel, sorry. I don't even know what a channel is. I'll tell you what though, why don't we do this, kids? Uncle Classy's gonna look up on Google right now, and we're gonna look at the word channel and see if it actually is a thing. I've got to know now, so I think you're probably thinking the same thing too, like I've got to know as well. So Google's first thing is like, do you mean channel? Well, that's what I did mean. Alright. A channel. Let's do a different spelling. There really is nothing that is a channel, so. Alright, you learned something and so did I. I learned that I've got a speech impediment. You learned that there's no word such as channel. Anyway, where was I? What was I going to say? Live streaming has pretty much been all we've been doing up until this point, and so now this opens up a ton of different options. The only thing I see coming in the way of that now is just time. As you can tell, I've been working like crazy. It's nearing 60 hours a week, so, which is a good thing. I like it. I enjoy my job, and it's good money too. So, but I'd also like to do this. I really like doing the YouTube thing. I don't really have any high hopes of it going anywhere. I'm really just doing it as a creative outlet, and I enjoy doing it and just talking about games, my favorite games, just talking gaming. I mean, that's just something I enjoy doing. So if you do too, definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tune back in next Saturday. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing it live here. Usually only 2 hours, but this thing is a little long in the tooth. 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 27 seconds. So with that, I thank you all for watching. I know a lot of people have come and gone, left some comments, and then just skedaddled, which is cool. I really don't know how I would hold anyone's attention for 2 hours and 47 minutes, especially being as lifeless, I think, as I was tonight. Not my best stream. Usually I'm a much wittier, much more quick-witted, funnier, and have a lot more to say, but I don't know, I just, maybe I think I got too much into this game, and was just kind of like, you know what, forget your streaming, just enjoy playing, but I know, it's contagious, and I apologize. Anyway, that's it from Staying Classy, from Integrity Gamer. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be here next week. What game will I be streaming next week? I'm actually thinking Dishonored 2. I've yet to play it, so I will want to play it. If I don't do Dishonored 2, I might do a trial run streaming with the laptop and the HD 60, the Elgato, and do the BioShock collection, which is what I had originally intended on doing the first week of January, and then the first 3 weeks doing BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that next week. Maybe I'll do Dishonored 2. There's a billion games I have that I haven't gotten through. So, I mean, the list is pretty huge. There's about two stacks of games, 12 high each, that I have planned on streaming just for PS4. And that's not even counting all the games that are coming out. So, we'll get to it. Anyway, you guys have a great week. Hope you enjoyed watching. Peace out. God bless. Stay strong in the Lord. And we'll see you here next Saturday. Adios, amigos. Classy out.